Hey, what's going on guys? Gatekeeper here. Today we're playing Prison Architect, a brand new series on my channel. Gonna try and continue it as much as possible and eventually maybe escape from my own prison, which is an extra game mode within this game. So what this game is a prison building simulator. You have to kind of micromanage everything within a prison and build it from the ground up. I'm gonna try and continue my other series on my channel, such as Stranded Deep. Definitely, I'm loving that game right now, as well as some other videos such as Heroes and Generals and World of Tanks, perhaps. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead with this. We're gonna start with the pacifier. This guy's pretty good. Usually reduces the amount of fights and the overall temperature of your prison, as it says there, and a male prison. I think we'll start with a medium-sized prison, although it's not too important because you can expand as long as you have enough money. We don't want lakes or buildings; they're just a bit annoying. Failure conditions, yeah. We'll have events, we'll have weather, and we'll hang off for the gangs right now, and definitely not unlimited funds. We're playing this legit. Alright, here we go. Brand new wells. We've got a truck full of 8 workers coming in. A rule of thumb, what I do with this game when I start a new prison is I usually hire 2 more workers just to get things going a bit quicker. I'm going to try and play the game at, you know, the second speed as much as possible. I don't want these episodes to go on forever and ever, so you know, I'll aim between 15 and 20 minute episodes perhaps. That should be good. Alright, so to start a successful prison we need to plan the layout of the prison. So generally you want to have a giant kind of perimeter fence around the walls, around the edges of the map, although that will probably come later. I think we'll have a reception room. There's no size requirements for that, is there? No, just has to be indoors, requires an office desk, a table and a chair. We can easily do that. We actually start out with a bit of daily income, although we need to hire an accountant to see that report. But as you can see, we're actually earning $700 a day, so we don't have to worry about taking our time or anything. You know, we don't have to rush this. We can take all the time in the world, as we are actually making money. Yeah, let's go ahead with the plan. So with my prisons, I generally start with just a front room at the start, not too big, or maybe 12 by 12. Yeah. So this will be like our reception room. Is that even? Actually, why don't I make it? I'll make it one smaller, just so that we can have one prison door. Usually I have kind of an airlock sort of thing. This kind of thing. So we can have a guard stationed in there, and we'll have 2 prison doors just for extra security, I suppose. And obviously we'll have one back here as well as probably another one here once we get the perimeter wall or a fence up. Perimeter walls are very expensive. 200 for 1 meter. That is, yeah, that'll be a later thing. From what I've heard, it is a lot harder for your prisoners to dig walls and tunnels under those perimeter walls, but they are very expensive. Let's go back to planning. We may as well take out some grants to get in some extra money to start off with. Oh. So a basic detention center, good one to start with. 20,000 initially, and we get an extra 10,000 for the completion bonus. So that requires a holding cell, shower, yard, kitchen, canteen, 2 guards, 2 cooks, so fairly basic stuff. You should be building this stuff to begin with anyway, but this list kind of helps you out. I've played this game many times, so if you guys want to kind of watch this as a tutorial kind of series or a walkthrough, you're welcome to do that. Obviously, you can watch it for your own entertainment. If you find me entertaining for some reason, that'd be brilliant. So we'll have a guard station there, although we'll need to unlock deployment first. Anyway, just for starters, we're going to put a brick building down for this section we just planned out, just to get the workers working. We don't want them standing around. We do pay them for this, after all. We want some room for utilities. I believe we are given some basic utilities. Yep, we're given a power station, water pump, a capacitor. A power station is a 3x3 itself, although it does require extra area around to add capacitors to expand the size of the power station. So yeah, that's about right. We'll make it 1 smaller, something like that. That'll be good. So that can go there. We could even have... Is that going to fit? That'll fit like that. Yeah, we'll have a small hallway, and perhaps this can lead on to where the water pump will be held. Maybe we'll add an extra room for storage as well. We have 44,000. We may as well continue it on. I like to have the storage room indoors. I reckon that's a great idea. Prisoners can actually steal from the storage rooms, all sorts of contraband. Oh, that requires an entrance. Put a large door. It's our first bit of security in this prison. Oh, which reminds me, prisoner intake, definitely turn that off at the start. As I said, you can spend as much time as you want planning and building your prison to begin with, before you have prisoners, because you're actually earning money. I could just keep this game running all night. For next episode, we'll have hundreds of thousands. This room, I think everything's going to fit. Power station, water pump station's only a 3x3 with no expansion, so that'll do. And yeah, once again, that'll just be a storage room. So let's go ahead and build that with brick foundation. Okay, so we need a holding cell to start us off, to actually keep our prisoners in. Although the holding cell's kind of temporary, it's not, it's an early game thing. Also, these are what you call auto lights. You can turn them off here. Very annoying. I think there's a dismantle. Yeah, there you go. Just get to dismantle them and replace them later. Alright. We'll speed up time a bit. Back to planning. So we'll put another prison door there, and I think we'll have like a three wide kind of hallway leading off into different sections of the prison. Because we want good accessibility for all the different areas in our prison. We want our prisoners to get to the canteen as quick as possible, to get to the yard as quick as possible, to get to the showers, and to get back to their cells easily. But we want to keep it small as well, because we are working on a tight budget. So here's a hallway, and somewhere off here we'll have a double wall. Why not? Double door. And we'll have a holding cell right here. How's this for size? I think I might make it a bit longer down here to allow for some toilets. So we know that kind of thing. Is that too many toilets? I think it kind of is. Two will do, yeah. We won't keep many prisoners in the holding cell. That's kind of just an early thing. And we'll have beds along the wall here. Yeah, that'll work. Let's build that to start with. Okay, now the next thing we need, which is essential for any prison, is the prisoners need to eat. So we need a canteen and a kitchen as well. So why don't we build that right next to our holding cell? It needs to be fairly big. 14 by 16. We'll do 16 by 16 square. And we'll need a kitchen as well, so we'll take out the corner. Something like that. Yeah, that's plenty big. Not planning to have a massive prison to start off with. We'll just have a standard intake of, say, six or 8 prisoners. I think we'll start with medium security as well. We're gonna demolish this wall here so we can actually allow for this to finish the construction. And we'll just do that and that. While they're working on that, we can also plan out this holding cell, add the walls in. We'll go to rooms, holding cell. This is now our holding cell, although it's not completed because we need to add the necessary things. So let's get 2 toilets there and there. We'll be nice and we'll give them some privacy. We'll give them some doors. Toilet bench. Where can we fit that? Looking about there. Now the beds aren't essential, but your prisoners can't actually sleep, and they'll get quite angry if you keep them in here without beds. Yeah, we may as well fill the whole wall. Beds are how much? 200? Oh boy. Could do bunk beds. That's always an option. Okay, our canteen is done. There's got to be all sorts of people rushing in and out of our canteen, so we want plenty of doors. So we'll have 1, 3 from the edge there, 3 from the edge there. Place them down and that will be finished. Down here we need to place our utilities, so our power station can go there. Water pump, that'll go about there. And we'll put some walls in. With a gap for a door. And this room can just be storage for items and objects we don't really use. Also, when we unlock deployment, we can make all this stuff only, so that our prisoners don't go stealing hammers and things. Or pickaxes to dig tunnels. Alright, we got our power up now. Why is this thing stuck here? What's going on there? Rooms? Alright then. It wants us to place more rooms. Okay. So we need water, of course, so we can run the pipes. Actually, we need power for the power station first. Let's connect that. Run some power cables down into this room. And down the hallway as well. Some into the holding cell. And some into the canteen. We'll need to run more into the kitchen because some of the objects in the kitchen need their own power source. May as well do that now. Kitchen. This is just it's just broken. Come on. There we go. Kitchen. Canteen. Easier. It's got things highlighted for me because I've got that grant active. Oh, is this rooms tab ever gonna go away? It's really bugging me. Escape? No. Alright then. So let's get some water and we can actually run the water along the cables. I usually do that. It's much neater. So you can place large pipes which carry large amounts of water, but we don't want them everywhere because I've heard, although I've never actually experienced this, but prisoners can crawl through these giant pipes if you have them, say directly leading to one of their toilets in someone's cell. That could be disastrous. Although, come to think of it, where can they actually go? I mean, what? The water pump? What do they do once they get to the water pump? Who knows? Anyway, this rooms tab is just kind of screwed up. That's always good. Okay, we need to add a jail door onto this holding cell, and that'll be completed. Build some walls for the kitchen, the door on the edge. So, items for the kitchen, we'll get a fridge, put a sink down at the end there. Cookers are most important, we'll have 2 of them. So, there and there. Could face them like that. Yeah, we'll do that later when we need to expand. And we'll have 1 fridge for now. And that'll do. We need to, of course, place some lights so people can see, so we'll put a few in this room. 1 in the hallway, storeroom, 1 in there. You can't actually place the lights over the power stations, a bit annoying. Like that, put some doors. Mostly this stuff's kind of aesthetic, it's not necessary. We'll put a staff door there, that's just so prisoners definitely can't get into there without brute force, obviously. Holding cell, how many lights? Let's say 2 for now. Some in the hallway. Finally getting light. We need plenty in the canteen later on as well. So we need tables. Many tables. This is a giant canteen, by the way. But canteens do fill up when you get lots of prisoners. Yeah, it'll be fine. Actually, we need to put our serving table down. Put that on the edge there. Nice and close to the kitchen. For now, we'll just have 1 row of tables. That's all we need, really. We'll do that. And a bench. Benches. Plenty of benches. So they can sit down while they eat. Okay, that'll do for now. Some lights. There, and there. These things are flashing because we need to run power to them, so we'll run it like that. 1 cable there. Alright, this is going well. It's just about the next day. It's in the middle of the night. We've gone... okay, so there's a few more things that we need to cross off the list, on our to-do list. Well, we can read the CEO's letter. I'm not reading. You can pause the video if you want to leave. I'm going to delete that. No one cares about what the CEO thinks. I think he does remind us about, kind of, failure conditions. Yeah, we can't get too many prisoners killed or have too many of them escape. That'd be just terrible. We're going to cancel all this planning. There we go. I'm sorry. Look, this room's thing. Can I just deal with that right now? Alright. That's now fixed. The rooms tab will no longer bother us. Okay, so our workers are still working. We did hire 10. Yes, we did do that. Guards, warden. Yeah, this pacifier one is pretty powerful. I've made full maximum security prisons with 500 plus prisoners with no rights at all. The pacifier just really does bits in this prison. And I've noticed if you have the regular warden, there's actually significantly more riots, and the temperature of the prison is much higher. Let's see, it's kind of overpowered in my opinion. Oh boy. Looks like we've hit the capacity for our power station. That's okay though, we've got a few capacitors that we can place down. We had one free to start with. Always helpful. Speed it up. See, it's sleep time. If we were to have prisoners, we need to hire a warden. Which reminds us, we need to put down some space for officers. This is how I always build prisons. They always end up looking similar. We should be able to turn that back on now. Yep. See, the power went out as soon as we connected these two cookers and the fridge. They use a lot more power. It's something to consider. So of course we need to hire staff. And we need to have some staff rooms and security rooms as well. So if we go back to the planning tab, I like to have everything branch off from the reception room. So we've got the main door through to the main prison, which hopefully wouldn't be used too much. We'll have other access points around the prison, for the visitation areas. We'll have that its own section with its own guard, patrolling and opening doors and making sure no prisoners escape, most importantly. And yeah, so another branch we're going to have is staff. So we'll have a 2-wide hallway as usual. They're always nice. We'll give the warden a bigger office. How big? Is that a bit too generous? How big is that? 5x5? No, that'll be fine. I might continue this hallway down here, and then this kind of room here, which we've already got some of the walls for, can be the staff room. We'll have a door at the end there. Obviously, we're not just going to have a warden, we'll have more stuff. So we'll add a 4x4, a few 4x4 offices down here as well. Okay. This is definitely 4x4? Yes, it is. 4x4 is the minimum requirement, space requirement. So let's go ahead and put a staff door down here. Go to foundation, brick foundation, and we're going to do all that now. Okay. Put up to full speed as well. We'll just connect this. We'll run a small pipe to that fridge. So, we're looking good. No prisoners yet, but that's okay. We're still making money. Making the big ones. Oh. Before we leave and end the episode, we'll just make that the reception room. This is a room that all the prisoners get brought into when they are introduced into the prison. They get loaded off the bus, prisoner bus, and then our guards, which we don't have any of yet, we'll bring them into the reception room. They'll get stripped down, naked, searched, and they'll get their nice new orange jumpsuits. Anyway, this has been a good first episode. We've gotten a lot done. Planning is going well. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.